you get to the next level. Alright, so that's month 1. We have 5 months. Month 2. 1 second. I'm trying to do this Birdman thing so that I don't have to edit so much, but something's gotta give for month 2. Alright. So month 2, we continue with Lingoda. And then we get the grammar book, or the blue one that I showed you. Just do an exercise a day. You're gonna steamroll through it towards the end. And also, like, again, like I said, these books are more of practicing. You learn the concepts from a human being and then you practice. Conjugations. This is super important. I went to the exam and this person's just like, I failed last time. I'm like, oh no, like, you know, bon courage, you know, don't worry about it and all that stuff. And he was just like, yeah, like, how are you with conjugations? And I was like, okay, great. Like, as a whole, not the bestest, but like, I just put in a lot of work for it, because when you're in an exam environment, it's already extremely stressful. So the last thing you want to like fluff on is like, how do I conjugate faire, like to do, which is one of the, well, yeah, it's like what, the third most basic verb for third person in the PQP, passé, wow, PCP, passé composé parfait. Okay. Moving on. So, imparfait, oui. So you don't want to mess up on faire troisième personne imparfait. Faisait. Yes. Okay. Moving on. So for this, you want to just write them out in repetition. So like I'm gonna tell you an app that you can use to see them all, but you can just go online, faire, conjugations, and then it's gonna be like first person to like third person, singular, and then plural, and then different tenses. Subjunctif is important. I would say that like a passé simple isn't important for the test because they're not gonna expect you to know how to do that. Obviously, passé composé, and what do you call it? Imparfait. Yeah. So I say the basic ones, but there are quite a few forms. But I would say like that is something that you just have to do. You just mechanically write them out, and then you just get used to it. You just do it so many times, just like children do. You just have to put in the hours. And I would recommend like each day you do the basic one which is like être, faire, avoir, devoir, which is to be, to do, to have, to should, to have to, falloir, il faut, you know, like it is necessary to, like those are the basic ones. And then a fun one, so like I wrote here, tricher et manquer. Tricher is to cheat, manquer is to lack or like to miss someone. So yeah, a basic one and a fun one. The fourth thing is HelloTalk. So this is an app. I'm gonna have it down in the links, the description. It's free. What I recommend is in the bio, definitely write what your interests are and what your goals are. And I mentioned I want to find a partner that speaks to me, like that we exchange, you know, daily. One day in French, one day in English. Daily, like you don't have to talk all the time. But the reason why I say that it's important to write your interests and goals is because once you find someone who aligns with you, because the goal is to find a friend, right? Like someone you want to talk to, someone that you actually share interests in, someone that you at some point care about their opinions, because then it's going to make you expand on things. And the reason why daily is a good thing is because you kind of grow. Because imagine if you just had a someone to talk to and it just changes all the time. It's just kind of like, hi, how are you? Oh, good. What's your favorite food? Yamcha. And oh, what's yamcha? And then the next day you don't talk to them anymore and someone else comes up to you and says, what's your favorite color? And you wouldn't be pushed to express yourself. Also, like with HelloTalk, I just think that it's really fun because you meet people from around the world, but I would definitely say be selective, because again, the aim is to have a friend where you can support each other and talk to each other, and it's the two main things is longevity and accountability. So accountability in terms of like once you share each other's dreams, like how do you support each other? Like this, you're accountable for each other. And longevity is because, you know, it'd be super cool to get a friend out of it at the end. And they don't have to come from Paris, they can come from any francophone country. Like I had a friend from Canada, I had a friend from Switzerland, and then I had one who's not from Paris, another one from Paris. But then again, selective is good because I had 5 at once at one point and it was just too much. And then you don't talk, well, I don't talk to 5 people in a day, like texting all the time. And even if I do, it's just like short. So 5 conversations concurrently was a lot. So I kind of rounded out to 2, 3, and then really 2. So be selective. And if you want, with your accountability friends, I had accountability plus. So I had one friend who did a competition with me and another one who I ran a book club with. So my friend who I had a competition with, it was like we agreed to 4 hours of uninterrupted work or study towards whatever goals that we had. And you know, I chose to include Lingoda, podcasts, reading, but I don't include the calls that I had in French because that's like cheating. And have like a wager at the end, like whoever loses has to do something, like take an embarrassing photo, not that kind of a wholesome embarrassing photo. And the other one for my book club, once a week, we had like a month, oh not a month, I think it was a month. We had a month to finish a book and we finished 3 books together. We did L'étrangère de Camus, Stranger by Camus. He picked a book and then I picked a book by Holbeck. I picked Whatever. In French it's a very long title, so I'm just gonna say it's called Whatever. And we just shared quotes. And he picked one, I picked one. I bought the French version, he bought the English version. We went up to chapters and like, because you know, versions all different. The way that we did it at the end was like, I just said to him, okay, I'm gonna add, what do you call it? We're gonna talk to like the end of the chapter. And then like to find the end of the chapter, he would tell me, okay, where are you at? And then he would say like, you know, he'll read that part and I'm just like, oh no, this is not where mine ends. And then that's also how you learn, because you're searching for like the end marks for each of them. And then in that way you also get to practice your French and English.